This isn't going to work well.
It's fun. Hello, I am Cindy Brown and welcome to Everybody Keto. Hope everyone is doing well. We are just right in the middle of January, guys, and what a better time to talk about goal setting than the beginning of the year. Everybody makes resolutions. This new year is going to be different than the one before, and oftentimes people don't set goals that are attainable or sort of clear-cut, so they end up failing and not achieving their goals along the way. So I thought I would take a couple minutes today and talk specifically about keto-specific goals, some ways that you can set goals that will not only make them attainable, but ultimately achievable, which will give you kind of what you were looking for, which is to further your progress in your healthy living. Gang, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So what we want to do is we want to take our wish, our desires for better health, weight loss, and actually create a plan and set some goals that will get us 1 to 10 steps further down the road towards the ultimate desire that we have. The way that I find works the best for me is using the SMART goal method. You want to sort of actually think and flesh out your goals before you get started with them. And the way to do it on the SMART plan is to make sure that they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Okay, so let's start with specific. We don't want to say something like, I'm going to lose weight in 2019, or I'm going to start working out in 2019, because that's very vague. How do you know if you ever actually got there? Specific goals say things like, by the end of January, I will be working out 3 times per week. One of the pitfalls I see that people fall into is they'll put a quantitative number on things that are a little out of their control, like pounds or inches. I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 2019. Well, quite honestly, you don't know what 2019 is going to entail. You don't know exactly how your body's going to handle the ketogenic lifestyle. So I find it better to sort of make your goals smaller and maybe not so quantitative when it comes to a number of pounds, okay? There's a lot of different goals you can set that sort of will still get you the weight loss, but it doesn't hold you accountable to a certain number. Because unfortunately, guys, what we do mentally is we take failed goals very seriously internally and start giving ourselves labels like, I can never complete anything, I'm such a failure, I never finish what I start. So quite honestly, using the SMART method and using sort of smaller goals as stepping stones to larger goals will, I believe, get you more success in the long run. Okay, so the second one, guys, is M for measurable. It needs to be measurable. So again, we're not going to say I'm going to lose weight in 2019. I'm going to work out, or I'm going to work out more in 2019. We're going to say things like, in the month of January, I am going to work out 3 times a week. And that takes us right into our next letter, which is A, which is achievable. We also want to make sure we are setting goals that we can actually achieve. Okay, no really high lofty goals. I'm going to run a marathon in 2019 when I'm still trying to do couch to 5K to get myself running in any way, shape, or form. So achievable is make sure our goals are something that if we put our mind to it and we craft a plan, we can actually attain that goal. So if our ultimate goal, and when you make sure that they're achievable, you can give yourself little sub goals that gets you to your ultimate goal. So let's say the ultimate goal is I want to work out 5 days per week. Ask yourself honestly, today is Saturday. If I start hitting the gym Monday morning, do I know myself well enough? And guys, nobody knows you like you. Okay, so these goals are yours. Do I know myself well enough to say if I start on Monday, from this moment on, I will always be working out 5 days per week? If the answer is no, what is attainable for you? What is achievable for you? Is 3 times a week achievable? How about every other day? Give yourself that starting goal. Because trust me when I tell you that when you achieve a goal, every fiber of your being, your psyche, your emotional state, your energy level, it all just bursts when you achieve a goal. You have pride, you have a higher self-esteem, and you have sort of that, what's next? I've done this one, what's the next one? So make them achievable for you with the greatest outcome of success. The next one is relevant. Is it relevant to what I'm working through right now? Obviously, I'm going to achieve world peace in 2019 might be a goal that is not relevant to your day-to-day activities. Kind of hard to change the entire world with just one person, right? But what goals do I want for myself that are relevant to me, relevant to my current situation? Let's go back to that working out 5 times per week. Well, if my Monday through Friday commute to work is 2.5 hours, so I am away from my home either on the road or at work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., where am I going to fit that in? So make sure that your goals are relevant to your current state. The final one, guys, is time-based. The best way to continue to achieve goals, to continue to keep your mental sort of psyche up and positive, is to create time-based goals. And that is in the month of January, in the next 4 weeks. And then a couple of things happen for you. You have a clear set plan. It's not like, well, sometime over the next 6 months, I'm going to achieve this goal. It's like, I've got 4 weeks to do this. Now I have 3 weeks to do this. Oh my gosh, now I have 7 days to do this. And what you can do when you have it time-based is you can take a look at your overall goal, plot it into smaller steps. So the first week, I'm going to do X. Now, week number 2, I'm going to add Y to X. And by the time I get to whatever my goal is, whether it's 4 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, I've compiled all the pieces to be able to achieve my goal. So let's look at an example of a keto-based goal. Okay, let's say I want to start doing intermittent fasting. Never done it before in my life. So if I, here on January the 19th, say, from this moment on, my goal is to do intermittent fasting 5 days a week, and I've never actually done it before, the odds are likely that I'm going to miss that goal. Okay, so let's break it into specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. Okay, so my specific goal is, to begin 16/8 intermittent fasting multiple times a week. Okay, that's my specific. Now let's make it measurable. I am going to begin 16/8 intermittent fasting 3 days per week. Okay, now is it achievable? That one's just kind of a check mark. Can I do that? Can I do intermittent fasting 3 times per week? Let's see. If I finish my dinner by 6 p.m. and I get up in the morning and I head out to work and I don't have my lunch until like 11. Okay, yes, it is achievable for me. Okay, boom, check mark. Is it relevant? Is intermittent fasting work right now in my current schedule? Is it something that will be good for me, and will it work with what I've got going on currently? In this example, the answer to all those would be yes. And the last one is time-based. So how about we make this goal, this SMART goal, over the next month, I will do 16/8 intermittent fasting 3 times per week. Boom, guys, it's just that easy. So now we know exactly what we're looking at. I've got 7 days in a week, so I get to pick 3 of those to do intermittent fasting on. It's measurable because I'm going to do a 16/8, so 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating. So now I can sort of start planning my next month based on what days are best for me. Oh, you know what? I have a happy hour with clients on Thursday night, so I won't be done eating by 6 on that night. So, okay, that night's out. Since I've set a realistic goal of 3 days per week, I feel that it is completely achievable. We already talked about the fact that it is relevant in what I'm doing right now in my life, and I have it time-based. I'm going to do it 3 times a week for a month. And boom, here we go. Monday morning starts. The first week I do intermittent fasting Monday, Thursday, and Friday. The second week I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So then by the time the end of January comes, or the end of the 4 weeks comes, I look back and I say, so how did I do? Well, wow, look at that. I've done it. I've done 3 days a week. I did it for 4 weeks straight. So now I feel accomplished. I feel positive. I feel pumped. Man, I did it. I finally created a goal and I crushed it. So now let's take the next step. My next goal may be 4 days a week. It may be go for a 24-hour fast. But I hope you guys see how this works and how it works specific to the ketogenic lifestyle, because guys, we know it is a radically different way of eating and scheduling and planning, unlike any other meal plan that we've ever been on. So for the best level of success, the best percentage of success, it makes sense to try and plan your route as best as you can. I would love to know what type of goals you guys are setting, what you use to successfully complete your goals, and any other comments and feedback you may have. I'd love to see them, so please put some comments down below. If this video was valuable to you, just do me a favor and share it with your friends. This is kind of a goal setting video, so it goes outside the constraints of the ketogenic lifestyle, but it definitely pertains to the keto style so much. Also, down in the comments, if you can do me a favor, give me some ideas and thoughts that you would like to see on this channel, other topics. Would you like to see keto hacks? Would you like to see how to calculate macros, how to track your food, how to meal prep, how to meal plan? All of those are kind of floating around in my mind, but I'd love to know from the community what you guys would like to see. Would like to see recipes? You name it. My goal here on this channel is to be a resource and a source of information for people on any level, any stage of the keto journey. So please let me know how I can help you with that. I will see you all next weekend, but until then, this is Cindy Brown with Everybody Keto, and keto on.